Shah Rukh Khan's mystique began with a popular television series in the mid-80s. Through the 90s, his cinema connected with India's youth, making him the original metrosexual man. Now in his 40s, he dominates the small screen as an ambassador for multiple brands.
This is the male of the metros. So Shah Rukh's entrance and success in films coincided with this change. And advertising people needed to sort of communicate. The brand, they needed to sell it to these people who had the most disposable income and power to buy. So they cater to those people. They relied on Shah Rukh a lot.
We don't want to wait like our parents did to enjoy to kind of wait for a great car to come our way or for that great house to come our way. I think it's so much more about instant gratification. It's so much more about seizing the day to day and enjoying what you have today. In that sense, he's a complete consumer's child. He's a child of complete consumerism.
वही तो कर रहा है। वहां पे जाओ, ज्यादा विश करो। जीना चाहते हो मेरी जिंदगी?
This is the lifestyle man who emphasizes new values, new frameworks, new opportunities, a new idea of the body, and the fact that you can be all these and none of these because the next fashion is different.
At the same time, you will not see him endorsing an underwear. At the same time, you will see there is a difference there. You will not see him endorsing a shaving cream. So the quintessential, the out and out masculine is not what is associated with Shah Rukh. What is associated with him is this new age male.
आज मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ मेरी खूबसूरती का राज। लक्स। अब बताइए।
Only Shah Rukh could model Lux. I mean, Dharmender could do Lifebuoy. Some of the others could do Dove because it's not a soap and this man is not a... This guy can do masculinity, femininity in a new grammar. Shah Rukh is the new grammar that must be emphasized. Lux is only a symptom of that.
I think a big part of Shah Rukh's success, like I've said, has been this careful thought that he has given to how he is going to project himself. I don't think anything has been done just carelessly.
5 जिन्होंने हौसला दिया, एक जिसने सर पर छत दी, एक आदमी जिसको मुझ पर विश्वास था.
Conscious of his fairy tale rise, Shah Rukh Khan nostalgically acknowledges his early life struggles in a TV commercial.
तब भी मेरे 4 दोस्त थे, अकेले.
In a country desperate for heroes, his conquest of Bollywood as an underdog struck a chord with millions of Indians looking to shape their individual destinies.
I think so much of his success and all the stories you read about him, you can almost never escape where he came from. The whole the circus 4G days, how he came to Bombay, how he wooed Gauri, how he struggled when he was staying with Vivek Vaswani, all those days. It's almost like you have been following and charting Shah Rukh's success with him.
I'm often, chat with him and found him talking about, his days in Delhi, in college canteens, how he used to do, what kadki, when we didn't have much money, how he used to sort of deal with that, how he used to pull in money. So all those things, there's a respect for that. He doesn't block those things from his head. That's the reason he connects with people.
In yet another TV commercial, Shah Rukh Khan and his on-screen partner play a graceful old couple. An aging Shah Rukh still represents the quintessential romantic, cherishing the timelessness of family and love. An image, perhaps, not too far from the reality of his own life.
It's perhaps the desertion of, morality from Hindi cinema being morality deserting Hindi cinema, which makes it necessary for film stars to be moral beings in their personal life.
It was also the whole thing, the whole persona of him with, with Gauri, with the two children, this sort of wholesome, happy Bollywood family that I think absolutely fed into the whole myth of who he is.
Straight and right once you go in.
There is an inherent curiosity to know what's next, where next, and he's allowed you that access. And I think that's been a very clever move on his part to allow peeks into his lives, whether there are moments with his daughter and his son which make you feel like he's a great dad, whether it is fussing and fawning over Gauri from time to time and making those public appearances with her, which makes you feel like he's a great husband. Interestingly, when we shot Gauri for our Jan cover last year, I managed to see the dynamic between the couple. I was witness to the dynamic between the couple, and the one thing you can note is that they really represent what a modern Indian marriage and a modern Indian relationship is all about.
Where are these girls? Have Seema and all come?
They're inside.
Yeah, inside.
Come on.
Come.
No, Dad.
You're covering your lungs.
You'd almost feel that there would be a power play with him being this big superstar and her being the star wife. But pretty much he is a star in his own domain and she is a star in her own domain. And he respects that and he doesn't mess around with that.
But life needs intimacy, privacy, and the integrity of one human relationship. A man and a woman, friendship, the relation between father and son, or mother and daughter, or father and daughter. Just one little role can sustain the drama of other selves. But he says that must remain a mystery. That must be unsaid, untold. And that is the one invitation to the self you cannot have. And to me, a tribute to Shah Rukh Khan is eventually a tribute to Gauri Khan as the woman, not just as a role, wife, provider, mother. No. I think she globalizes all their roles into the intimacy of the family. In fact, to me, that is the most brilliant performance.
Some very big and important people in the industry have told me, you know, Shah Rukh ji, what is important for you? People like you also because you're a family man. Okay, so then I'm not a good actor. I mean, it's dependent on my family. So I say if I want to succeed, maybe that's the thing. I'm so smart, I've realized that just be a family man and you become a big star. So I'll continue being a good family man. So I'll be extra nice to my wife and my kids, and hopefully it'll all work out.